Welcome back to the channel. You've probably been in this situation before. You set a budget, make a commitment to save, but somehow money still slips away faster than you expect. It's frustrating, right? And you end up blaming yourself without really understanding why you can't seem to control your spending. The truth is, you're not alone. A lot of us struggle with this. Studies show that every day we're exposed to thousands of ads, many of which we don't even notice. These ads aren't just on TV. They pop up on your phone when you're scrolling through Facebook or Instagram. And with shopping apps and one-click checkout, it's so easy to spend money without even thinking about it. So why is this happening? In this video, I'm going to break it down into two main parts. Part 1 will cover the issues that make controlling your spending so hard. Part 2 will give you some practical solutions to help you manage your money better with simple tips you can apply to your everyday life. Let's dive into Part 1. The reasons why controlling your spending feels so challenging and uncover what's really behind it. Let's start with the first one. Dopamine and the thrill of shopping. You know that feeling when you're scrolling through online stores, adding items to your cart and thinking, I just need this. That's not really about the item itself, it's all about the anticipation. It's dopamine at work. Dopamine is a chemical in your brain that triggers feelings of reward and pleasure. When you're shopping, the excitement comes from the process of searching and imagining yourself with the item, not from actually owning it. This is why we often end up buying things we don't need. The hunt is what feels good, not the final purchase. I've been there. I remember scrolling through endless sites, adding shoes to my cart, feeling a rush each time. But when the shoes arrived, the excitement didn't last. Before long, I was back looking for the next pair. It wasn't the shoes, it was the thrill of finding something new, the feeling of having something to look forward to. And that feeling faded quickly, leaving me wanting more. The problem is that dopamine doesn't stop after you buy something. It keeps you wanting more, leading to unnecessary purchases. It's not about the item, it's about the reward your brain gets from the process. So what can you do about this? The first step is recognizing it. Once you realize that the excitement comes from the anticipation, you can break the cycle. Pause before buying and ask yourself, do I need this, or am I just craving that rush? By catching yourself in the act, you can start making smarter, more intentional choices. If this resonates with you, then you'll definitely want to check out tomorrow's video. We're going to dive into minimalist rules that will help you simplify your life and take control of your financial goals in 2026. Trust me, it's going to be a game changer. Hit that notification bell because tomorrow's video is one you won't want to miss. Now let's move on to frictionless spending. This is another sneaky way our spending gets out of control. Let's talk about how this makes it harder to stick to a budget and how you can fight back. Let's move on to the next issue that's making it harder to control our spending: frictionless spending. Shopping has become ridiculously easy now. With just a click of a button, your purchase is done. You don't need to think much, and this makes it so easy to overspend without even realizing it. Think about the last time you shopped online. With today's shopping apps, all your payment information is saved, and with one click, you've completed your purchase. It's super convenient, right? The problem is companies know this. They know that if there's less friction, we're more likely to spend. You don't need to grab your wallet. You don't need to re-enter your payment details. You just click Buy Now and your item is on the way. It sounds great, but this is one of the main reasons we spend more than we mean to. I remember a time when I bought a jacket I thought I needed, but after it arrived, I realized I didn't actually feel like it was something essential. What I noticed is that I didn't have to think much about the purchase. Everything was so easy. Just a click, and I was done. Later, I realized that the convenience of the checkout process made me forget to stop and think, do I really need this? The problem here is that when you make a purchase so easily, your brain doesn't have time to analyze whether you actually need it. Everything happens too quickly, and you don't get a chance to ask yourself if the item is truly necessary. The result: you end up buying more even when you don't need anything at all. So how can we tackle this? The simplest way is to introduce a little friction into the process. Don't let shopping apps store your payment details. Instead, every time you want to buy something, make it a point to re-enter your card information. The act of stopping to input this data gives you time to think, do I really need this item, or am I just making an impulse buy? This small step can help you make more thoughtful decisions about what you buy. Try this out and you'll start to see a difference in how you manage your spending. Creating just a little bit of friction can help you become more conscious of your purchases and avoid those impulse buys. Sometimes a small change like this can make a huge difference in your financial habits. Now let's move on to the next topic: how to tackle emotional spending and make sure you're buying things that truly add value to your life. Let's dive into the next issue: smart marketing and the power of ads. Have you ever noticed how ads are everywhere now? They're not just on TV, but they've invaded your phone, your social media feeds, and even apps you use every day. And it's not just random ads anymore. Today, ads are smart. They're personalized and designed specifically for you based on your browsing history, likes, and even the things you've searched for in the past. I'm sure you've had the experience where you're scrolling through Instagram or Facebook, and out of nowhere, an ad pops up for a product that you just looked at the other day. It's almost like the internet is reading your mind. That's because marketers are using powerful algorithms that track your every move, collecting data to show you exactly what they know you'll be tempted to buy. I'll be honest, I've fallen into this trap many times. I'll be browsing through my feed, and then boom, an ad for a gadget I was curious about shows up. And before I knew it, I clicked on it, read the reviews, and made the purchase. Even though I didn't need it, the ad made it so easy and convincing that I didn't think twice about it. The problem here is that these ads are so perfectly tailored to your preferences that they make it feel like the products are necessary. They create a sense of urgency, like if you don't buy now, you'll miss out. It's a psychological tactic that makes it hard to resist buying things you don't really need. It's not just about what you see, it's about what the marketers know about you and how they can use that information to get you to spend more. So how do we combat this? The first step is awareness. The more aware you are of how these ads work, the less likely you are to be tricked into buying something impulsively. The next time you see an ad for something you need, stop for a moment and ask yourself, do I actually need this, or is it just the ad influencing me? It sounds simple, but this pause can make a huge difference in your spending habits. Another thing you can do is start unfollowing accounts or turning off ad tracking in your settings. Less exposure means less temptation. And hey, it's not about shutting out all advertising, but simply taking control over what you see. The less bombarded you are, the easier it will be to stick to your budget. If this hit home, then you're definitely going to want to stick around for tomorrow's video. We're going to take this a step further and talk about how emotional spending works, and more importantly, how you can stop spending out of emotion. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. Make sure you're subscribed and have your notifications on, because this next video will help you master your spending habits in a way that will stick for the long term. Now let's move on to the next issue: the habit loop and how it impacts our spending. Let's move on to another big one: the impact of influencers on consumer behavior. Influencers aren't just recommending products anymore. They make us believe that buying certain things will actually improve our lives. And the crazy part, it works. We often find ourselves buying things not because we truly need them, but because we trust the influencer telling us that this product will somehow make our lives better. I'm sure you've seen it before. You're scrolling through Instagram or YouTube, and suddenly an influencer you follow shows off a new product. They rave about it, share their personal experience, and before you know it, you're thinking, wow, that looks amazing. I need that. And just like that, you've added something to your cart that you probably didn't even know existed a few minutes ago. I've definitely been there myself. For example, I remember when an influencer I follow recommended a certain skincare product, claiming it would change my skin in just a week. I had no plans to buy it, but the way they talked about it made me feel like I had to try it. The result, I spent money on something I didn't need, And honestly, it didn't make that big of a difference. But that feeling of being sold on the idea that it would improve my life made me overlook the fact that I didn't truly need the product. Here's the thing, these influencers often have such a powerful impact on us because we trust them. We see them as relatable, and their recommendations feel genuine. But what we sometimes forget is that they're being paid to promote these products, and their job is to make us feel like we need them, whether we really do or not. So what can we do to avoid falling into this trap? The first step is awareness. Start questioning whether you're buying because you genuinely need the product or because it's the influencer's recommendation. Ask yourself, would I have considered buying this if I hadn't seen it on Instagram? A simple question like that can help break the spell of influencer marketing. Another tip is to take a step back. If you see something you want, give yourself a little time before you buy it. Let the feeling of urgency pass. Often you'll realize you didn't need it in the first place. And if you want to make sure you're not easily influenced, it's also a good idea to be selective about who you follow. Keep your feed filled with people and accounts that align with your values and your financial goals. That way you're less likely to fall for trends that don't actually serve your best interests. Now that we've covered the sneaky ways influencers influence our spending, let's move on to part 2, the solutions. We'll dive into some practical tips and tricks that will help you take control of your spending and build healthier financial habits. So let's start with the solution that actually works. Improving your spending control with a no-spend month. This might sound challenging, but trust me, it's incredibly powerful. A no-spend month is an excellent way to reset your spending habits, clear out unnecessary impulses, and get a better understanding of where your money is going. It's not just about saving money, it's about taking control of your finances. Here's how to do it. First, set your financial goals for the month. Think about what you really want to achieve financially. Whether it's paying down debt, saving for an emergency fund, or simply cutting back on unnecessary purchases. Write your goals down and keep them visible throughout the month to remind yourself why you're doing this. Next, make a list of essentials. During your no-spend month, only allow yourself to spend on things that are absolutely necessary. Groceries, gas, and essential bills. Anything that doesn't fall under essential should be put on hold. It can be tough at first, but it helps you really assess your spending habits. You'll start to realize how many wants you've been turning into needs without thinking twice. For example, skipping that daily coffee run or avoiding online shopping for a month can save you more than you expect. Then embrace the freedom. After a month of not buying anything unnecessary, you'll feel lighter and more in control. It's not just the money saved, it's the mental clarity and peace of mind that comes from not constantly worrying about the next purchase. I remember after my first no-spend month, I felt a huge sense of relief. It wasn't just about what I didn't buy. It was about realizing how much unnecessary stuff had been draining my finances and how empowering it felt to take back control. You'll be amazed at how much you can save in just 1 month by cutting out non-essentials. And beyond the financial benefits, you'll develop healthier, more mindful spending habits that will last far beyond this month. Now that you've got a powerful strategy in place to help reset your spending, let's take a closer look at some next steps. Now let's talk about satisfaction from not shopping. It may sound surprising, but once you stop spending on unnecessary things, you'll find a deeper sense of satisfaction in controlling your finances. It's not about depriving yourself. It's about realizing how freeing it feels to not constantly buy things. At first, not spending might feel a little uncomfortable. We're so used to buying things on a whim. But once you start, you'll notice a shift. You'll feel lighter not just financially, but mentally. The rush you usually get from a purchase will be replaced with a new kind of peace. The freedom of knowing you're in control of your spending, not the other way around. I experienced this firsthand. When I did my first no-buy month, I thought I'd feel restricted. But surprisingly, by the end of it, I felt more empowered. I hadn't just saved money, I felt less stressed, less distracted by unnecessary purchases. I realized how much peace came from controlling my finances and how much more satisfying it was to focus on long-term goals rather than temporary buys. The best part is once you experience this, you'll realize that true happiness comes from achieving financial freedom, not from owning more things. You'll feel more focused on what truly matters, like saving for the future, paying off debt, or investing in meaningful experiences. So start with small changes. Take control of your spending and enjoy the freedom it brings. Once you feel that satisfaction, it'll be easier to stick to your financial goals and enjoy a more peaceful, stress-free life. Now that you've experienced the satisfaction of not buying unnecessarily, let's move on to practical steps for maintaining that control. Next, we'll dive into ways to keep building on this progress and stick to your goals even more effectively. And this is a small change with a big payoff. Creating a shopping list before you head to the store. This one sounds simple, but it can seriously change the way you shop and help you avoid unnecessary purchases. Trust me, it's a game changer when it comes to saving money and sticking to your budget. Here's how to do it. Start by making a detailed list of what you actually need. I'm talking about the essentials: groceries, household items, or anything that's absolutely necessary for your day-to-day life. If you need new shoes, write it down, but only if they're truly essential. If you're running low on toiletries, add that to the list too. The key is to be specific and only list the items that are genuinely required. Then make a commitment to yourself. This is the hard part once your list is ready. Promise yourself that you won't buy anything that isn't on it. I know it's tempting to pick up that extra snack or that cute item that catches your eye, but sticking to the list is the real secret here. Every time you think about picking something up that's not on your list, take a deep breath and remind yourself of your goal. Let me share a personal story here. I remember going to the grocery store one day with a list in hand, and I thought, I'm just going to grab a couple of extra things. The next thing I knew, I had a cart full of snacks and random items that weren't on my list. I ended up spending a lot more than I planned. After that, I made a strict rule to only buy what was on my list. And it worked. The next time I went shopping, I only bought what I needed, and I was amazed at how much I saved by simply sticking to my plan. By creating this shopping list and committing to it, you'll avoid the temptation of unnecessary items. It helps you stay focused on what you actually need, and as a result, you'll save money without even realizing it. Plus, you'll feel a sense of accomplishment knowing that you made a conscious effort to control your spending. The best part is, this habit doesn't just work at the grocery store. It can apply to any shopping trip. Whether you're heading to a clothing store or a tech shop, having a list and sticking to it will help you make smarter, more intentional purchases. It's a small change that can lead to big savings over time. Next time you're about to go shopping, try this simple strategy, make a list, commit to it, and watch how much easier it is to stay on budget. Now that we've tackled one of the most effective spending habits, let's dive into another powerful technique to help you keep your finances on track. Stay tuned for the next tip. Let's jump into a simple yet powerful tip: use gift cards instead of spending directly. This strategy has been a game changer for me when it comes to staying on top of my budget. By using gift cards, you limit your spending to a predetermined amount, which helps you stay in control and avoid impulse buys. It's like setting a boundary for yourself without feeling restricted. Here's how it works. First, buy gift cards for the stores where you usually shop. If you find yourself frequently shopping at a particular retailer, grab a gift card for that store instead of relying on your credit card or digital wallet. This way, you know exactly how much you're able to spend. Next, set a spending limit on the gift card. If you're shopping for essentials, you might decide to load it with a specific amount. Let's say $100 for groceries or $50 for clothing. This helps you stay within your budget without the temptation to overspend. And because you've already paid for the card up front, it keeps you from mindlessly buying items you don't need. You can only spend what's on the card, so it's a great way to stay accountable. I've tried this strategy myself, and it made a huge difference in how I manage my spending. For example, I started using gift cards for shopping at my favorite clothing store. At first, I thought it might be too limiting, but honestly, it felt empowering. I was buying things I truly needed, and I didn't feel the pull of those random purchases that often end up in my cart. The best part, you won't go over budget. With a gift card, once the balance is gone, that's it. No more impulse purchases. It's an effective way to control how much you're spending, and you'll feel a sense of accomplishment knowing you've stuck to your plan. Plus, you're still able to enjoy shopping, but in a much more intentional and controlled way. Using gift cards is a great way to manage your spending without sacrificing the joy of buying something new. It's a simple but powerful technique that makes sticking to your budget a lot easier. And the best part is, it's all in your control. Give it a try next time you go shopping, and you'll see just how much easier it is to stay within your limits. Now that you've got this tool in your financial toolkit, let's dive into some more tips to keep you on track and make sure your spending habits stay healthy and sustainable. We've covered some effective solutions for controlling your spending, like making a shopping list using gift cards and trying a no-spend month. These strategies can help you save money and feel more in control of your finances. It might be tough at first, but once you start applying these habits, you'll notice a difference. You'll feel more confident and less stressed about money. Every small step today will lead to big changes in the future. Start with just one habit and see the results in a few weeks. If you're looking to simplify your life further, don't miss the next video where we'll explore minimalist rules to save money and improve your lifestyle in 2026. Be sure to come back tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Start applying these tips today and feel the difference.